Hi. Hi. Yeah, so it's 4 AM now, the same day. I've decided to come back, but Barbie's tired. I'm tired of training anyway, so she stepped down. I said, well, I can do it, so here's I. And we're doing the special lanes because at this point I'm saying there's just nothing to be scared about. I'm here thinking, every day I don't rest. And it's not this game that I'm restless about, but there's just so many things that I am restless about. And so I can just Yoko. Because I think just what's that? What is the spot that she's aiming at? I think. See again, it's not even second nature at this point, so I still don't really think. I think they'll try that one. And that's upset. Not sure why, but it's. Can you.
Spare.
Oh God. We've done all of this before. Tommy, we've done this all before, so just. I don't know. That was a late friend. Stay focused.
That's right.
Everyone's gone. I think there's Gabrielle. Akidashi. Too much. Actually, I might just have to be truly. You truly don't know what you're doing yet. You've done it, all of it, but you don't know what you're doing. That's fine. Keep going. The problem is I don't feel like feedback from that. Yeah, I can see Soccer's there. Oh, that was not good. I don't know. It's Tommy. Oh, who else is around? Maybe they're just too far away. Whoa! Again, I didn't get any feedback, but that looked fun. Good to see that's possible, I guess.
Nice stretch.
It's one of those times when you're trying to get a parity split, but instead you get a strike. too much hurt. Ryan's here. It's cool. Yo, go. Yo, go. Yo, go. Yo, go. Yo, go. Too much. Yeah, I feel like when you apply more spin, you get a bit more. Be careful now. Ooh.
Spare.
You have to be careful. Imagine you're playing survival ball and you just hit the bar like that. And to be fair, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to be scared of doing that. But then... yeah, that's how it usually goes for you, so close and so far. Oh.
Nice there.
So close yet so far. Oh. Bonk. There's I. Have you missed I? It's been nice. Yeah, that's Gabrielle. Sure, that's Gabrielle. Try again on.
That's right.
That's I. Ryan. That's everyone.
Finish.
Gabrielle, Seta, Yoko, I, Tommy, Ryan. I'm not sure if Tommy was on I's side, but maybe he was. I has grey eyes. Pale skin, brown hat, beige hat. It's like it's gold, the hat colour, but it's called beige. And then she has brown hair like Julie. And she has the twin buns hairstyle like Julie. And she has Julie's eyebrows and Julie's eye colour. She's just a bit lighter in tone than Julie, a bit more pale. But put her next to Julie and you're thinking, oh, Julie, never knew you had a daughter. Oh yeah, that is true, but you look like a child. She's laughing. Yeah. It's not something I say about Barbie all too much. Oh, that was crazy. That's crazy. Oh, pin number 1 went all the way to the wall, bounced back, I think. Yeah, into number 7, but pushed it in such a way. What a display on. Oh, you have to be careful here. Oh no! Interesting, huh? Yeah, Tommy is on I's side. Tommy's next to I. Not quite next to I, but... Oh no, you have to wait, I. You have to wait. You have to try next time to get that one with the spinny dates. That's what we used to call them. It looks like a spinny. Oh, that was really good.
That's right.
That's fine. If you're gonna do that, It's close.
Great double.
It's not bad. Something was up with your spin, so didn't quite work. Let's try again. Nothing's eyes. Okay. Uh-oh. Not did too much.
Spare.
Pick up. Don't know. Well done. He's right. Well done. Oh, 5 pillars of bowling. Have we ever tried doing it this way? She says, I don't know. I'm sure you could do that, but it depends on how you hook. It really does. Let's have a look. I don't know, maybe it's too close to the middle, that one. Can you hook it enough to pop? Oh.
Nice spare.
It didn't even go pop. You threw it just in time, I think it was really close. This one. I don't remember this one. Let's see here.
Strike.
Shaking my head. At least you did it, Alan. Well done. Well done. I'm thinking too much about training this one. That means we're scared, huh? You might be right, I. Well, you're not scared. I'm just always saying we to refer to myself. It's myself in my brain. Uh-oh, is that... It's almost in Annie's foot. I don't know how she's doing, I haven't seen her. Yeah, the legend she uses.
Spare.
By now, I would have assumed you'd played with her. By now. I already said by now, but yeah. It's dancing bars. Barbara's not here. Barbara. Try this out. It's a stone ball we might actually get this one. We didn't. Yeah, I haven't seen for a couple of days now. I haven't seen that split.
Nice spare.
There's only one frame where you didn't get anything, I think. I think. That's Gabriel. Yeah, just one frame. Lots of pickups. Oh, this pin on the floor. Interesting. Oh.
Spare.
Oh. I notice Japanese people make that noise a lot. Oh. 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 We say oh. The British people say oh. And they say oh. Oh. think it's cute.
Finish.
Oh, you have a Japanese name. It's I. I can see your arms. I didn't get to see Barbara's arms because she wears overalls and tracksuits. And you usually wear tracksuits, so. And she wears that old sweater. The sweater I normally wear. And she also wears that. And she used to wear the purple outfit, the purple official gear. I'll try one more time and then we'll go to the special. Sorry, the standard lanes. Interesting that we chose to do the special lanes first and the gates are there. The gates were there last time, Owen. Or was it the first? No, I think. I don't know. No, I mean the gates are here. That's all I know. Are you sure that all went right? She wants to go for it. Okay, well, your idea wasn't bad. In terms of throwing it past the gates, you did well. It's just the hook was too much.
Spare.
Still got the old habits I do. Oh, this one. Oh, good. Yeah, I just do whatever. You do whatever, I guess.
Nice strike.
Just do whatever. Don't be afraid. No issues. What's this one?
Double.
There was a moment where I thought, is that really going to work? I don't know. Just do it. I guess it says something about my brain just sort of clicked. It sort of clicked and said, no, this is going to do it. Do you think? I think that will hit the bar. That might not work unless you do it. You do, okay. I think it's to do it early. Yeah, I think the late would have worked better. I really do.
Impressive shot.
We are freezing up, but we are still using Tilly's controller. Oh no, the microwaves are getting in the way. I want to get a lot for doing all of this. Don't argue too much. Oh, that's not the side that much. I was really close to pin number 1 and got pin number 6. I think we would have gotten it. That was really close. Wow, look at that. That was split like that. We would have converted a reduced pair in this one. But it's funny when we're not trying to convert a reduced pair in this one, we convert it. But when the reduced pair in this one is there, we don't convert it. An interesting story, no? Uh-oh. Well, we have to wait until the next cycle.
Strike.
Really, you just have you not seen this person's names? No, no, you have. I guess it's more me talking to myself. Sorry, Yoko. Try Harry spin right. Well,
Great double.
it worked, but not for the reason I thought it would. Oh, this note is very big on the screen. The thing about this note, it's what? The night sky is dark, there are less distractions. Whenever the ball is in Barbara's hand, see her bowling lane in the night sky. It's like how the coffee girl does it. I forgot that she even says that. Yeah. Would it have the night sky effect on the game scene? It's missing That was pretty good. I still think we can nail that. I actually didn't confuse it after a while. We must have hit like the back part of the thing. The side of it. Well done. That's it. Oh no, there's one more thing. I literally haven't missed any pins. Oh, I didn't speak too soon. And so it's 2 and 6, 3 and 6.
Nice pair.
I don't have a problem doing the bowling. I guess it's when we start getting really particular.
Nice strike.
Maybe well, we already know that though. That's I guess that's the fundamental problem. Everyone's got that pin missing. Sorry,
Spare.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Finish.
I don't know. Well, personally, I agree with you, and I would be saying that. I guess bowling consistency isn't for me. I don't seem to care about bowling consistently. I just care about the actual sport and the game, and no matter how it pans out, it's fine. But when you're trying to master the bowling skill, then the results that you get do matter, because like the way that you swing is important and all of that stuff. I don't really like being bound by that. I like to bowl freely. Yeah, she says she does too. Well, she also likes to win. Oh yeah, also I don't know why we're still doing the special needs. Just out of habit, I guess. Yeah. So what she's saying is, maybe this goal of mine isn't really for me. Yeah, because I'm content with like Aya's previous performance that she showed just then. Definitely fun. Even the ones like Barbara's ones where she's gotten less than 150. There's still something interesting about those sessions. But because our goal is consistency, I guess we just look at them and think, it's not good enough. Just keep saying stuff like that. Oh, sorry, I think I know what happened. Oh wow. I didn't get anything out of that though. It's this one. I kind of like this with the specialties because it just forces you to do stuff. With the special, it's just, oh well, you have to put your brain to it, so you just hit the obstacle and you'll knock over as many pins. You have to do something, I don't know. This one will be too close last time on. You're not sure. Well, we can think about it. Try that, okay. Probably should have looked at. Well, that was too close. Yeah, so we were too close last time. I think we still looked at the relationship between the slope and stuff.
Nice there.
Because it's more than, oh, just ball from this spot. It's ball from this spot because the slope has this impact. Really understanding the impact of the slope will help. But I don't know what my agenda is. I really don't. It's just play, isn't it? Wasn't that the issue we had with Tomoko as well? When Tomoko went in the Basketball Pro League and took herself to the Infinity League, even though she only played one game in the league, and then immediately dropped out of the league because she lost the match. Well, she lost the match, but then it's like her rank meter, her level was Infinity. Her level was 0. But she didn't have that many points in that level, so she only had enough points. Like she had S level 9. She only then got enough points to take her to Infinity level 0, and then we didn't continue. So at that point, you just lose one game, you're going to go down, aren't you? Unless the players you're playing with have a significantly higher rank, and that was not good. So. Sorry, those players were in a higher league, which they weren't, so then it's no wonder I went down. Oh, hold on. Let's see, the gates go open a bit. It's 4:52 AM. Not sure how long we want to go for. There's Anna, she's waiting for the gate to open for her. There you go. You did it, Anna. Yay! You have 90 points. You have only pickups. Oh, it's this one again. We'll just go for this. Yeah, sure. Ooh. Not sure what happened there. And just stuff like that, you think, well, that's the only thing I know. I know that technique, I understand it, but when that goes wrong, then
Spare.
if I don't understand that technique, then there's no technique that we can say, oh yeah, just do this, blah blah blah. We're not that advanced. Well, that's the fact. The truth is we're not that advanced, so I don't know what we're expecting, really. It's quite sad for me, my position. Oh, that was a bit close. You finally got a variation of the parry split. It was earlier, but you converted it, I believe. So, what did you really do to convert it? We just added a split to get to this piece. Yeah, we would have helped if we spent a bit more on. Got the dancing balls. I'm gonna dance around them, okay? I see your dance hall. Now that's a... Now that's a parry split. Indisputably. Oh, you didn't get any pins, you just left the beauty to last. And now it's gone. You fully got the split, and I think, I'm not sure. It's been a while since Barbara's gone in. Well, there you go. Finally got the split. Keep talking about the split.
Strike.
We haven't been seeing it a lot. Just Ollie, the one who looks the most like Emmy to get this one. Do you know Megan's technique? Yeah, Holly as well. Let's do it. It's like that. I think we need to wait for that one.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah.
Finish.
161. Dani. He got no strikes until the end, and he got 3. That's funny. That is really funny. Well, that's just my opinion that it's funny. And this volume's loud. Good luck hearing me. Yeah, we just go again. I don't really know. After this one, we'll switch back to the standard names. Because I've said that that's what they're doing, so we'll do that. Yeah, you just look really slow. I'm not sure why, but you do. I think you look really slow. Oh, you're welcome, I guess. Yeah, I remember that too. So you did something right. You're not that playing. You're playing bowling or something. Yeah, we're just not there really. And like I said, I don't really care to be there, but There's a fundamental problem with that. In this context, if we keep going, ultimately make it.
Great shot.
It's just stuff like what you just saw I do. That's come from over a year of Barbara and the Bubble trying to bring. Well, to be fair, that was just Harry's film, wasn't it? Well, things like that came from that one time when Harry was playing with my friends. I don't even know if I was there. I might be. Oh, what? Has my phone disappeared? I don't know if I was there or if Barbara was there. Maybe Barbara was there. Yeah, that wasn't good. I'm sure Barbara was there. Either Barbara was there or I was there. Not you, I mean myself. A lot of the time when I say I in the context of something related to this game, I always think that whoever's listening assumes that I'm talking about I and not myself. And she thinks that's funny. Well, that's because you have such an interesting name, right? Yeah, you know what I'm going for. Oh, well done. That's pretty good. We should try going from the other side when we get that one next time. Except that won't be today. I don't know how long we're going for. We just need to keep playing, so I guess this is our fate right now. Ooh, my pick was pretty good. I'm just blindly going through it. I don't really know what's going to do it. I still think that mixing it up is good. Getting us to do different things with different angles and such. I think that's really good because it just gets us to think a bit differently. Can you keep the ball straight on? You think Harry's spin? I don't think Harry's spin will cut it. Maybe if he went from here. Also, that pillar's there. I mean, we could hook it. You want to try that? Okay. That was really close. You almost hit the pillar. I think you were right. You just hooked it too much. Was it really? Oh, you have to wait now. Was it really close because you threw it late? Or just because of the position? No, I think it's the position. You did throw it late though, I think. But the position was not good for avoiding that pillar. We just need to do more of this. And it's going to take the time that we don't. Again, I think even if we were to not care about what score we get, I don't think that bit's a problem. Yeah, I also think we should use Harry's spin out. That was close. Yeah, he didn't. Not enough Harry spin there. Well, you still got the strike, so you did something right. Something was not what we were going for, I suppose. Let's go this way. See, whenever the pillar, not the pillar. Yeah, the pillar's there. I just feel like using Harry's spin. I think we can do it from this. No, not from this spot. Maybe from. Maybe you don't get that much time. Yeah, but guess what? We're not playing survival problem. think that might be the one. Oh, it's actually invisible. I wonder what you did, Yoko. We'll never know. Well, I won't ever know. That's true. Is that frame? Oh, this is frame 9 here. I don't really think it matters. Can you do this, Alan? No, you can't. I don't think you can, Alan. What about this? This seems cursed, Alan. I don't think you should do this. Okay, Alan. Okay. Ambitious. You had it. You were on track, you just didn't look at it. Not enough. Or too much, depends what you were going for. I was going for more hook there. You can finish a flat 200, but now I've opened my mouth. Oh yes, my mouth is big, I have a big mouth. So what it says. So now you have 180 points. I saw Yoko's afro there also. And she's getting ready to bowl with him. I don't think she bowled yet.
Great double.
I kept knocking at her instead. It's a shame, isn't it? Oh well. We're not going to fight while it's over now, it seems.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yoko is doing stuff. I still don't know any pins you're not doing. It's too oh, you played well, Yoko. Oh, you actually finished it. You actually finished at 200 points, that's on you. Also, your eyebrows are like Barbara's. Yeah, well done. You also converted a split. You always converted 2 splits. You only got 2 splits, so. You did okay, I would like to sit with the thing, but I can't hear the music. If I could, then I probably would sit on the screen for a bit longer. But I don't have to, I'm not connected to the music. Official sporting goods. Sporting goods sign. There's I. She's running. Susanna freestyle. Interesting. Oh, we were talking about something and we just thought it was. It was to do with
Nice pair.
just getting any result, not really caring and stuff like that. Who's that next to you? Rin! I missed Rin. I miss a lot of people. Is that Silky? Who's that with the hat? Is that your cousin? She's just thrown on he. Yep, Snick. Nick is back. Can you late that or will you leave? You can.
Double.
There's Ren. She has blue eyes. Oh, the blue eyes. I haven't been around anyone with blue eyes lately. Just when we had Siobhan earlier. That wasn't good. We keep getting splits like that one. Siobhan's been away. Well, I haven't been with Siobhan. Oh, just about missed that one. I'm just getting any result. Just about that time. I'm getting used to the game. That's fun. So I guess for us, training isn't training. And that's the joke, isn't it? The more experiences we have, the better. So I guess there's still more value to playing bots. But if you're going to do that, if I'm going to do that, there's still a sense of tricking my brain. Oh, that's good. Tricking my brain into. Did you see that one pin? I wonder if you could do a late through to that one and do something fun to it. Not that time.
Nice try.
This does feel a bit like Susanna, just without the dancing to the music bit. But what I feel with Susanna is we get Susanna into a spot. Once Susanna's settled in a spot, that's when my brain analyzes what we've got, and I think, okay, so this is what we've got here now, so what do I have to do? I'm just looking at the screen a bit more. I'm thinking, okay, let's try this.
Great double.
Just about, huh? And then, yeah, the magic happens. But it's different to when you just go from Barbara's spot, or I like that spot as well. You just go from the same spot constantly. You just sort of expect the strike rather than actually think. Because it's just always the same spot.
Yeah.
It's a fairly good strike, that one. And when it's all over the place, even if it's all over the place and then it's like, okay, well really this is like the same thing, but then my brain has to think about, okay, is this really that? Just about. Sorry. I'm just mixing it up. That one pin. I do need a bit of mix up, because my brain's just dead. Uh-oh, did you? Yeah, you didn't have it. No, you didn't have it spin at all. That's my bad eye.
Spare.
201. No, was it 211? I think it's 211 points. Look. He said,
Finish.
eye. Eye here. Hungry eye. Yeah, 211. So just keep playing, sure. And occasionally you don't have to try. Well, we are trying, but it's that thing where you're trying but you're not trying. It's that weird thing. You got 2 split 8s besides that you played them really well. what, like the split 8s mean that she didn't play? I don't even remember how she got the split 8s. One of them was a Luima split. I think that was the first one on frame 4. The other one I don't remember. I think that might have been that split where it's 2 and 10, for example, and then she didn't hook it enough, or she hooked it too much and missed one then. That's my guess. Just keep going, flexible. Yeah. So I'm standing in the middle. Is she still standing in the middle? I'm going to find out by pressing the button. It looks like you are. They walk up a bit. Yeah, your foot is in the middle of the lane. Yeah, she got the strike. So, just gotta put this back in. Yeah, I was standing. She's standing a little bit to the right, but she is along the center of the lane. Wow. Because that pin went, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh.
Wonderful.
I wonder if some players actually do this. Yeah. Yeah, well, we do know that Susanna does it all. But I mean, take Annie for example. Does she do something like this? Both from different spots each time? Does that actually get some people better? Or do they just... Because you've done that, you both from 4 different spots and you've got 4 different strikes. Is that... Because I thought about that in the past, where it's, what if you just did that? Like Susanna's, that's kind of Susanna's game. I'll bowl from different spots and I just throw the ball however. And then Susanna just gets strikes every single time. And you're thinking about Susanna, how? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Susanna, how are you doing it? And I think some people look at that and think, oh, Susanna's just showing off. But she's not. She's just doing it because she wants to. It's fun for her to do that. Interesting. Yeah, it's just fun. Wow. It's fun for her to do that. But because it's like that, like it's so wild. Yeah. I look at the idea and think, no, because if I do that in a survival bowling session, it'll either look stupid, or it'll just look like I'm showing off with whoever I'm playing with. So the person I'm playing with will look like they're showing off. And that's not really what we're here to do. So then I put it aside, the idea. But I have had it before. But each time we just bowl from a different spot. I don't know anyone who's really that creative with bowling. That's kind of funny though, because you go back to the story with Rosa. I guess that's the point. Wow, what did the ball do then? I guess that's fun.
Nice pair.
the story revolves around Susie because Susie's such a wildly different bowler. And all the other people look at Susie and think that she's crazy, she's a crazy bowler. And she acts crazy. She acts crazy. I don't know if she acts crazy is I don't think that's a very nice thing to say, but she's definitely energetic. I'm thinking Baby Daisy kind of energy. That Susie's a bit like that. I wouldn't say she's Daisy. Daisy's a bit more competitive. Susie's not really competitive. She's just, I do what I want and it's fun. Not I do what I want like I don't care, I'll do what I want. She's very respectful, but when in terms of having fun, she's not going to do things because she's not going to do things because she has to do it in order to win. If the game bowling is about knocking over as many pins, she will do that, but she doesn't fall for the you have to get 10 pins every time kind of mindset. She sees it as bowling is this challenge where you have a lane, you have 2 gutters, you have a bowling ball and 10 pins, and the challenge is to knock over as many pins as you can. And Susie knows there are so many different ways to go about doing that. So she's going to have fun doing it and in as many ways as she can. While I guess an average bowler just goes for whatever works. It's like their goal is to get all the 10 pins, whereas Susie's goal is to get as many pins as she can. That sounds like a joke, because that's what we were saying before. The game bowling is about knocking over as many pins as you can. It's not about knocking over 10 pins every time. Sorry, I skipped the scorecard very fast. It's not about knocking over 10 pins every time. It's just, oh, the child. It's about knocking over as many as you can. So, I feel like it's almost like Susie's playing the game correctly.
Strike.
And all of us are not, because all of us are putting on that you have to get 10 pins restriction, but that's not actually what the game's about. The game is about just knocking over as many pins as you can. And Susie says, well, there's so many ways to do it, so I'm going to do it this way. Let's see how many pins I can knock over this way. Let's see how many pins I can knock over this way. Oh wow, we're getting the most interesting strikes out. But what you've seen from me and Barbara is we'll just knock over 10, we'll try to knock over 10 pins every time from the same spot. And we're still playing bowling, it's just the way that we're playing it is a lot more restrictive, I suppose, but we're not really taking bowling to a great extent, I suppose. We're just treating it as you have to get 10 points. This is making me think that's how I felt about basketball too. It's not really about, it's about scoring as many points as you can. But there are multiple different ways to score 12 or more points. It's just that the quickest way to do it is to score 3 pointers 4 times, but that's not the only way to do it. It's not the only way to win the match. But it's the only way most people seem to win the match. Or most people, I mean, most people with the Infinity. So, most people in the Infinity will go for that technique. So there's so many other ways to win a match that you don't get bothered with. And that's a strategy-based game, so it's a bit different, but the same sort of issue is there, whereas there's so much more to the sport that isn't really being explored. Interesting. not really being explored because I don't know. Hold on. I can only twist my wrist so far. Yeah, I wonder how you would do that in real life stuff. Still pretty curious. It's a tricky one. Nah, I think you'd have to do the silly thing. Or you'd have to. I mean, how straight can you throw the water? It's such a question. It's really. How straight can you throw it? If you were to go here, down the middle, would you be able to throw it super straight? No hook at all. Could you do it? You just used Harry spin. It was still fairly straight, but it's still. So there's like certain points where if you throw from there, you have to hook it a bit more, or it's just going to go straight. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. We have been going for over an hour now. So if I was to bowl from this spot, she can't use Harry spin, because if she does, she'll miss pin number 1, or she won't hit it very well. I'm not sure she could, maybe she could get a strike still, but I doubt it. Now if I was to hook it a bit more so that she's on the right hand side, pin number 1, she could probably still get it. That might be too much though.
Nice streak.
Or you could do that. Well, that's what I was saying. It hit the back and came back. The pin hit the ball. It was pin number 1 that did that. That's crazy stuff, right? Challenge accepted. You don't think it'll work because I mean, it's true, you did add a bit more hook, didn't you? Also, you did not use Harry spin that time. I don't think we'll try too much because I think what will happen is I'll get fixated. I don't know. It's the sort of thing that happened when I tried to get Barbara and I intentionally tried to get Perry sweats. We were getting them, and then for a while we weren't getting them. And then it was really bad. It wasn't really bad, but it didn't feel good.
Nice there.
Also, different things have been discussed. Well, we just really can't. You think, again, like I said before, you look at us and you think, well, this guy's really good though. We can do okay, but they're still not. We're not, so I don't even like talking about this. Not reaching the infinity would make any sense.
Finish.
That's as far as I'm concerned. Not unless we are more consistent. That's going to take some time because I clearly don't care about being consistent and I'm not naturally consistent. So it's either we become naturally consistent or because it's clearly I'm caring about being consistent, but we're not being more consistent. It's not actually making it happen. So I don't really know what to say to you. I could prove it to you right now. Are you ready? We can have a session where we just bowl from the same spot, and I will not get 300 points. That's what I is ready. She looks ready, but it's not going to happen. Oh, it says try me. I know what you're like, but it's not happening. She says it's not happening with that attitude.
Nice strike.
I'm trying you, I am trying. I'm going to try you. I'm going to prove you wrong. Oh. Well, she's saying that's my fault. Well, it is my fault, because I'm the one helping you. I'm not doing it very well, am I? Well, to be fair, that was the case where it was outright a late throw rather than you just didn't hook it somehow right. I don't know. Some background hooking stuff that I don't understand because I'm not experienced bowler. So if she doesn't get a hit, well, she will. Yeah, honestly, even over the last 5 or 6 days, I don't even know what day this is. We have learnt a lot, but not really sure if it's going to get Barbara up there. And I don't like talking about getting Barbara up there, because I don't really care about being up there. It's just so that people consider listening to the things we have to say. Not because we think what we have to say is important. Or more, it's not that I think it's important that I'm telling you this, it's more about the things that I'm saying itself. Just being calm and not rushing and things like that. Because there's always a rush to be the best and all that, but I think there's so much more to everything, really, so much more to our lives than being the best, or being the individual best, you know, and making other people feel like they can't be anywhere near you. See, even there I felt like I understood by that. So you had a 280 setup, and now you don't. I think you have a 247 setup. Yeah, you're right, it is also my fault, but we don't need to think about it. Oh, so does that mean... Oh, I don't know what it means, to be honest.
Nice strike.
I would say so far, all of your strikes have been really good. And they've all made sense to me. It seems to be that I is the one proving me wrong at the moment. Every time she's missed a strike, it's made sense. Every time she's gotten a strike, it's made sense. Now there, actually, now that's where it's, I don't actually know. He's proving who I'm.
Spare.
Okay, yeah, I know I was talking, but I've been talking all this time. You think so? You reminded me of Siobhan, right? Oh, you did the glitch that Barbara was doing earlier. Yes, I mean the Twitch. Sorry, the Twitch. We are Twitch streamers now. Apparently, that was a late throw as well.
Nice spare.
I'm tempted to believe you, but I don't. I'm pessimistic, so I guess I don't believe you. I don't want to believe you, but it feels like You're proving me wrong. Again, your strikes have been great. And these are early first strikes, not even late, so you're not Barbara, but you're looking like the strikes Barbara was getting yesterday. When I was sitting down, I'm still sitting down now. It's a bit sad that we're sitting down, not standing up. Not catching the full ball and
Great double.
so to speak. But all the lazy people, it's rude, isn't it? I don't know, just the people just can't be bothered to play ball, so they'll just do it sitting down. But the bit that matters isn't the experience, it's the ranking up. That throw, you got it, but even the strike was wonky. The strike didn't wonky. I'll be honest, I am impressed with... I'm impressed at that game. 216. Which is not much different than some of your other games, but it's like I could see where you went wrong. I always said that she was reminded me of Siobhan being very inquisitive, testing me. Anytime I say something, she says, well, actually, you got 9 pins or not. I'm tempted to try again, to be honest. I suppose before we even had eyes running, before I even called I was thinking to myself, yeah, but that was what we were doing. That was before we started, and then we did the special lanes, and it was different. To be fair, the special lanes are different because there's more to the special lanes than the standard. So there's more to get your head around with the special lanes, and the special lanes will catch you out in survival bowling. But there's still some learning to do there, the special lanes. But that was terrible. So my feeling is, I still don't think that I'm ready. But you're right to say that I've got it. But I'm not ready.
Nice strike.
Because just the focus Nick, just staying focused, but also I don't know. There are times where I understand what's going on. Oh no. And then that happens. Not really the split, it's just the fact that the throw was offset. The fact that the throw was offset was the problem. That could have been 9 pins, I would have still complained the same way. Another late throw. Yeah, that would look very similar to the other throw. But I think I know why the throws are throws are late, I think. I'm not getting the Joy-Con back far enough. Oh, that popped out of your head.
Strike.
You have to be careful about that. It's a bit better. That's funny. You know, in Nintendo Switch Sports Party mode, there's a hungry monster space which is related to you. Oh no. There's also a Rin space, or a quiz space, and then there's a Silky space, or a blooming space. And all three of you are right next to each other.
Nice spare.
Silky, Rin, and I. No, not Nick. Silky, Rin, and I. There's a space for all three of you.
Strike.
I'm partially not sure what to say. There isn't really much to say. Or unless you really think about what you want to say. I think that's what it comes down to. I didn't make good. Oh, pin number 2 was really close. I just barely missed. Turkey. I'm not hungry, I'm tired. Oh, that's like I'm Siobhan reference to one sentence.
Yes.
Oh, the strikes are coming together. They're looking fairly consistent as well. I'm not really sure. I was tempted to just stop. But to be honest, I probably should. Even though it's, well, you could really see if you uncovered this. Because I think anything with me is, I feel like I've got nothing. Genuinely, I feel like there's not really much going for us. I'm still making progress with various different things, but overall, I feel like 207. I feel like there's nothing. There's nothing for me to look forward to. I don't know where the mic is. I don't feel like there's nothing. I don't think there's anything to look forward to. I don't feel like we're substantial anywhere. Everything, well, we are working on stuff, but it's slow progress, so we're not really going to feel the effects of it. So it feels a bit dry in that sense. It feels like we're just doing stuff. It might be fun in the moments, and then after the fun's ended, because it has to end, then it's back to great, we're just stuck and dry and sad. And then we don't feel like anything in particular is going to happen the following day. It'll just have to be, we have to wait until we get to do this fun thing for a small amount of time. And we can't see the positive effects of our work, so Open your eyes, love. Open your eyes. Yeah, so you just don't. So even with the training, it feels like we'll make it there eventually, I'm sure, but it just feels like I'm hanging on. I don't want to hang on. I want to feel like things are happening. It feels like I don't know how you missed that pin. I mean, I can see how you missed it, but just based on the way that... And that's kind of the thing, so when that happens, it doesn't eat you. It doesn't eat you up. Hungry eye. I'm not trying to make puns about you. I already had this discussion with Barbara, where I say things and I don't, yeah, I don't do puns. It just happens. Oh no, that was late. Whoa, that was fun though, but it was like, was that pin number 1? Yeah, just... Oh, I know why. Yeah, when that happens, I just feel, okay, well, no, we're not really that close then. Okay, we'll just keep swinging. Maybe we should just stop then. Because that's kind of the only reason why we're playing right now. Because we can't obviously look, now that's happened. I don't know why that happened, but it happened. I found the idea why that happened. Because then I could maybe do something about it. I don't know what happened, so I can't do it. Well, that's the Joy-Con that drifts. The analog stick is 1, and so it doesn't stay in the stationary position all the time. Doesn't seem to get that one. And we don't look forward to anything, so I guess that's why we felt like, you know what, well, ice strikes are looking good for a bit, so maybe we should try, let's play a game just to see if we're really looking at something that we can work with going forward. It would make me feel excited to know that, well, hey, we actually are consistent, and we can be consistent if we do this, but I'm not seeing it. And that's fine, we don't need to be consistent. As in a general sense, we don't need to be consistent. Just have fun. That's what it's about. The joke is, we're trying to promote just having fun, but in order to promote just having fun, we're having to do something that involves limiting what we do. We're doing the exact thing that we're trying to get people not to do. It feels silly. It's exactly what happened with Tomoko, where we used the 3-pointer mind games to get to that point where we could where people would listen to us talking about not doing the 3-pointer mind games. And you think, okay, so I just watched this person use the 3-pointer mind games to get to this rank, only for them to tell us to not use the 3-pointer mind games. What was the point? Wow, that was an interesting strike. You know, former Sky asked me that exact question, more or less, after we did the training with him. What he asked was, okay, so you got us to do that, And you're saying to me that you don't like basketball 2-on-2. And Neil says yes. Well, actually, I don't mind it, but it's certainly had its toll on me because it forced us to do the 3-pointers that we don't like doing all the time. We're trying to promote freedom of playing. We want you to be able to feel like you can play how you want and just do funky stuff. Like, I don't know. Yeah, make it funkier. Make it funkier. Just do whatever. But didn't get struck, but that was interesting. I do like how those 2 pins are lined up. No, genuinely, I'm saying it's interesting how you can get setups like this where the 2 pins are just like that, and then when you try to knock them over, you just get this cool bop bop. And that's cool. But you don't actually get to see that when you're getting the strikes. So there's just extra bits of fun that you get to see when you're playing casually, but people don't think about it. They just think about strike, 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 strike. It's probably why Siobhan says that the strike's overrated. They're cool, but they're not the only thing that's cool about bowling. But how are you supposed to get people to listen to that? Because it's like everyone wants to be super cool, and the people that seem to be super cool are the players who have the most skill, apparently. He got that, I feel like he got that score ready. So it's like if you have the most skill, then you're cool and people want to be like you. But then those people don't care about the little 8 spares that are lined up perfectly like that. Pins number 2 and 8. It's what, 2 and 8? Even 1 and 5 are lined up like that as well. You know, or even just the parity split looks cool. That's why we make a big deal about it. Yes, parity was the one to get that split constantly before we started noticing the split, but it's just the shape of the parity split is quite distinctive. That's one of the things that makes it special. But no one cares about it. If anything, the pros don't like the parity split because the parity split is pretty hard to convert. So it's more if they see that split, they're thinking, oh goodness me. And then all the people who want to be like the cool kids, they look at that and think, yeah, bad. Who likes parity splits? Oh, parity. I don't know. I don't know if she likes the parity splits or not. Probably doesn't call them parity splits. But we like the split. We think it's funny. Not just because of her, like we said, the split looks interesting. But no one's going to think about that because the pros aren't thinking about that. They're just thinking about the strikes, isn't it? How are we going to get people to start appreciating more about bowling? Well, I guess we need to get their attention. What's going to grab their attention? Well, unfortunately, it seems like it's the Infinity Rank, isn't it? Not sure what else is going to do it. Yeah, we did it for basketball, but then we did nothing with that. We also didn't promote it, which I think is fine. I don't think we need to promote that we've got the rank. I think it's a case where, for example, Barbara gets it in bowling. You know how many people play bowling? It's the most active sport. And people will just see this Barbara. They'll just see Barbara play. Oh no, what you had to... They'll just see Barbara playing with Infinity Rank level whatever. And they'll think, I keep seeing this Barbara. And you know Barbara can't get the Infinity Rank, right? If Barbara has the Infinity Rank, something's up, because her friends can't surpass S level 9. So if they can't get past S level 9, But here I'm seeing Bob with Infinity level 3. Something strange is happening. And then you search it up. Not necessarily, you might want to search it up if you're curious. And then they see all of our stuff and just hear how we're talking about, oh, this is fun, this is fun. And even the moments where we're not getting the strikes. Oh, look. And look, we'll probably get the parody split and laugh because we just like it, isn't it? But that's probably not what we're seeking. Oh, that's definitely interesting. I don't even think people say stuff like that. I would be impressed if I saw people say, that strike looks interesting. That strike, look at, did you see that pin just did that? It's just not even scripted, it's just a reaction to a set of pins being knocked over. I don't think people like that. Which is strange. I think Sky is a bit like that, I'll be honest. That was interesting, the pin wobble like that. That's fun stuff, you don't really see that happen too often. Well, at least I don't feel like I do. Oh, too much ice. Just little stuff like that. I think that's great. 246, I think you're capped to. It makes sense because that's like 90 points from here. That was a great strike, right? We've got the fireworks to go with it. With basketball, I just don't think we could have held that up, and even then, we're not dedicated to basketball. Oh no, literally, we wouldn't have had anything to offer the people watching the video, to be honest. And I don't think we would do anything that no one else isn't already doing. I think the one thing would be different would be our attitude towards the sport and the other players, because it wouldn't be so fixated on victories and whatever. I mean, I guess we'd appreciate the other players a bit more. Appreciate their good plays and appreciate their mistakes. When I say appreciate their mistakes, I mean to think about, oh, what did they actually do wrong? Oh, you did that. Wow, how did that happen? Like the session with Tiny Tim. Was what? It wasn't like, oh, Tiny Tim, you're stupid, how did you do that? It was, Tiny Tim, I didn't even know that was possible. But you could be set up for a dunk and then not even dunk. How did you do that? I didn't know you could do that, you know, that's interesting, but it's crazy. Well, that session was just bad because there was so much latency. Ninja 1571 didn't have a clue what was going on. He was going nuts. And the joke is that, of all people to experience that, it was Siobhan. And she was the first person to enter the, out of the three, who else has been in there? I mean, Barbara's been in the basketball Pro League, but she used a different pass, and she used her pass to do it. It's only been 225. Siobhan, Blue Eyes, and Tomoko, I think, was Michaela in. Michaela was in there for a bit. I'm not sure if Susanna was in there with the rank turned on. I'm not sure if Susanna was in the Pro League, basically. But Siobhan was in it. Blue Eyes was definitely in it. Siobhan and Blue Eyes were definitely in it. And then Tomoko was in it. Michaela was in it in between, just briefly. She couldn't get anyone, but I think she played with just one person. And everyone else was using CPU help. That's all I seem to remember. I skipped the scores again, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be playing. You should have stopped by now. But I guess I'm too busy talking. Though to be fair, what we're saying, we've said it countless times already. We've already talked about our incentives. Why is that we're doing this? Although still it does feel a bit bizarre that our whole game is trying to get people not to care about the rank, but we want to get people's attention so that they can listen to what we're saying. We feel like we have to get the rank. That feels silly to me. We have to get the thing that we feel like is not necessary so that people can listen to us say it's not necessary. And that's why it's destroying us. It's like we're the wrong person to be doing this. But at the same time, I don't think I am. Because if we felt like it, well, we still aren't the right person, but maybe we have the right profile. I felt like that made sense to me. It made some sense to me. We have the right profile in the sense that... hold on. No, I'm not surprised that was a late throw. We've done that enough times that I feel like I'm starting to understand why that happens. We have the right profile because we are inquisitive about the sport, inquisitive about how we can help the characters play the sport. I also appreciate when the strikes don't happen. Even though right now I'm a bit moody about it, there's still a part of me that looks at what happens and thinks, oh, well, that does make sense, doesn't it? It's we're trying to get people to not care about the rank so much. We're already showing that we don't care that much about the rank in comparison to the sport. I guess it's like if you were to look at our ratio of passion towards the sport and then reaching the infinity rank, you'd be looking at something like 80 to 20, i.e. we appreciate we have an 80% passion towards the sport and maybe 20 towards the rank, that sort of thing. I'd say that describes our ratio. And that's sort of what we're looking for, because if we cared about the rank more than the sport, then I think it would sort of characterize our behaviors a bit. We'd be thinking about what it takes to get the rank a bit more than just that was late in various aspects. It's funny how it was late and she missed pin number 7. There's something interesting about that. And that wasn't let's just say this. My brain fully stopped for a moment after I saw that it was a late throw and then she missed. I thought, it's funny that happened. That it was a late throw, she didn't hook it that much and she got 9 pins and she missed number 7 of all pins. It's something I've seen before so many times. It makes me wonder, how does that happen? I feel like I'm seeing something, I'm seeing a pattern. But that has more value to me than reaching the infinity rank. We still have to reach it in order to get our goal of sharing this stuff with people. Not because we need it, but it's like other people need it for verification that we're worth listening to. Apparently, I don't think that's a good way to go about things, but I do understand. I understand why people behave like that. Why people think that way. It makes sense to me. But it does mean that we have to sit here and do this, which, while we don't mind playing, but similar kind of impact, we don't mind playing, but knowing that we don't sorry, not necessarily no, it's more feeling like we're not close to reaching that goal. With everything else that I don't like about my life, it doesn't feel very motivating. I think the best way to do this would be to just in your spare time, just do a bit of bowling. Like you said, just an hour a day is fine. An hour a day is fine. I would still recommend mixing it up, just doing different stuff. Just throwing your brain around. I still recommend doing that and doing the special ones. It just gets you stimulated, gets your brain working, makes you connected to the sport. That's good. Do that, play for an hour or two. If you've got more than an hour, then feel free. You don't need to spend too long. I think 2 hours is a good amount of time. But I think 1 hour a day is good enough. Considering back in the day, we were only doing 30 back in the day. I mean, back when we started, we were only doing about 30 minutes for our training. And that was it. And now we're doing, well, we were doing an hour, and now we're doing, well, we're being a bit more flexible, but it's sort of rounding off at 2 hours here. And that also goes back to when I said it's like I am the right person, but I'm not, because I've got all these different problems. So I would be happy to just do this, but I don't feel motivated. No, I do feel motivated to run this every day. I guess I don't feel optimistic. It also does make the process a bit longer because with the anxiety that we have, you have more to fight against. I don't know about that. You have more to do with your brain. So you have more work to do because you have to ignore your anxiety for a bit. Question mark. You have to channel it, not let your anxiety get in the way. Because when you're bowling, you know, every bit of your swing matters. So if you just get distracted a little bit, oh wow, that looks interesting, then different things can happen and you don't get distracted. Well, yeah, what was the ball doing there? That was quite interesting. So it's in that sense that we're not the best person. We can do it, we can totally do it, as they say, but we're not the best person for the job. There are other people that have more capacity for it right now than we do. At least I would like to say that. I don't know anyone who fits. Maybe Perry is that, but I don't know Perry like that to be able to say that she actually could do this job for us. Not for us, but she could do it. She could do it better than us. Maybe. I would like to be able to say that Perry. Perry is the dedicated bowler that can show you, she can show you how to approach the sport with optimism. And that sort of thing, and master the challenges. Reach great learning experiences and show a lot of skill, but also appreciate the other aspects of the sport. All the things that we're trying to do. If she or anyone could do it, I think that would be great. Real obviously not the best person for it, but we can. And there's a part of me that thinks it's still worth giving it a try because there are a lot of things that we've learned from this game. So I think continuing to put in the effort.
Wonderful.
On a personal level, it would take us places. I don't mind not being the first person to do what we're trying to do because it's not even about that. It's just about having the impact, helping other people, but also on a personal level. This game has changed the way that I think about things. I think it's, wow, that was fun. I think it's really helped me grow as a person. Wow. Even before we entered the Pro League for the first time, this game was doing stuff for me. And that was before we even made public videos for it. We were getting stuff out of this game. I'm not sure if it's something I'll give up, but certainly there isn't a sense of optimism. Overall, I can say that this session has been looking really good.
Amazing.
Not that that strike was really good, but overall it's been a decent session. It's the closest anyone's gotten to 300 this year. It's just a score. Well, I guess what it does show is consistency throughout this match, and I guess it's a sign of good things, but there's one more throw and it was late, so she got it, but it was a late throw, so consistency's not good, but there are things to look at, I suppose.
Finish.
Well done, I. You did what Barbara couldn't do. And you're doing Barbara's pose. What are you doing? You're such an imposter. Don't laugh like that. That's hideous. She sounds so squeaky. Oh, well, yeah, there's still room for improvement. What do you think? Do you think we should just take that? I'm not going to sleep regardless, I don't think. Because I know that we're still really far. Not really far, we're not that far at all. It's just the mental side. I don't know how we're going to get that. But it's 6 AM now, and I think this is the time where it starts getting busy. People start waking up. It's the morning time now. Well, I mean, it already was the morning time, but it's really the morning time. So, when people start getting ready for work, some people have already started working. So, I don't think I really want to be awake right now. I think we'll take this performance as a positive result. Definitely, yeah, because with what I was doing, a lot of the strikes that she got in this session, they were quite good, but I felt like what we were doing was quite consistent as well. The strikes were looking fairly consistent, what I was doing felt fairly consistent, and where the throws were late, I could tell it felt like I was starting to realise why the throws were late, which is good. That shows positive feedback. I'm saying my brain's responding positively to the way that we're swinging, so it's not ignoring the input for a late throw. It's noticing it. It's realizing how a late throw can be achieved and how you can make it early instead. It feels like I'm starting to notice the difference between getting the ball to pop out of I's hands getting to throw the ball, and getting I to throw the ball early, and getting I to throw the ball late, and getting I to throw the ball so late that it ends up offset to the left. I feel like I understand the difference between all of those different things, or I'm beginning to understand it better. And so you see this result, we might be able to get it more often now having those things within us, but yeah, I think that will wrap it up, because I think it's best for me that I do. We're certainly not going to be where I want. I don't think we'll be where I want to be right now, so I don't think I should push myself too much. Not sure, I guess make of it how you feel. You might feel like he's being a chicken. Well, look, if I'm really a chicken, I would have been eaten already because I's here. But okay, yeah, fair enough. So I's saying, well, look, that was clearly a pun, wasn't it? I'm saying that was a pun. I saw that your title was hungry. I realised that I called myself a chicken, and then I said, well, you know, I is hungry, I, right? And then, yeah, so I guess it's like, does he go for puns? Or it's more if I end up leaning into it. I'll lean into it without realising that I've leaned into it, and then when I realise that I have, then the pun will happen. I don't know. That's, yeah, the pun happened then. Well, anyway, yeah, it's up to you to feel how you want to feel about me. I'll just leave that. But I'm saying we should just stop. Stop now. Find some way to be positive. Or really, I can't. Yeah, have a good night,